This home in the heart of London has stood tall and strong over the centuries, housing monarchs who shaped the world, and it's also home to some of the finest jewels. In this video, we're taking a luxury tour inside the $5 billion home of Britain's royal family, the majestic Buckingham Palace in England. Buckingham Palace was built in 1703, making it an 18th century structure. The current palace was constructed around a large townhouse that was originally built in 1703 for the Duke of Buckingham. In 1761, King George III gifted the palace to his beloved Queen Charlotte so that the royal family could take a break from court business at St. James's Palace. In the 19th century, Queen Victoria complained that the palace was too small to properly house the royal family and entertain guests. And so the Queen ordered an extension to the palace, during which the now famous balcony was constructed. Queen Victoria is credited with starting the custom of royals appearing on the balcony for special occasions that still happens to this day. Let's fast forward to the current monarch of the United Kingdom, King Charles III. While London's economy benefits greatly from the yearly influx of tourists that congregate outside the palace's gates, only a select few visitors are ever granted access to England's most illustrious home. Just outside the palace gates, there's a floor space of over 830,000 square feet. The Queen Victoria Memorial can be found here. You're missing out on one of the most impressive sights in the world if you've never seen this iconic memorial. The 25-meter-tall marble statue of Queen Victoria weighs 2,300 tons. There are other statues surrounding the monument that stand for other values, such as kindness, bravery, motherhood, and honesty. Sir Thomas Brock designed the memorial to Queen Victoria. The memorial also features the Dominion Gates, which include the Australia Gate, Canada Gate, and South and West Africa Gate. The memorial gardens feature beautifully arranged flower beds that lay around the memorial's semicircular design. There are 775 rooms inside Buckingham Palace, with separate abodes for the staff bedrooms, offices, principal bedrooms, staterooms, and bathroom. When you enter the palace, the first thing you'll see is the grand staircase. The grand staircase is among the palace's most recognizable features. This gilded bronze staircase has a red carpet covering and looks both classic and contemporary. King Edward VII added the elegant gold and white color scheme that now adorns the landing above the stairwell. The dome, located directly overhead, allows natural light to flood the area, making it appear bright and airy. There are 40 individual panes of glass that make up the dome, and each one is etched with different angelic images. There are also portraits to consider. Queen Victoria was so proud of her family that she had portraits of them hung on the walls. This gives the palace an air of familiarity and history. The next room is the throne room, which is used for formal occasions and meetings by the king and his immediate family. Almost nowhere else in the palace shouts as loudly of pure elegance, importance, and high taste as the throne room. Grand balls, investitures, celebrations, and even private parties among the royal family and their loved ones have all taken place in this very room. The throne room goes beyond mere aesthetics. Architect and theater set designer John Nash created the dramatic canopy and arch over these two thrones, which are also known as the chairs of the state. These chairs were used at the 1953 coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. Until the very end of her coronation, the Queen sat in the chair embroidered with the letters ER. A French clock from the 18th century sits on a mantelpiece in front of a huge mirror in the throne room. There are statues of gilded bronze all over the clock. Everything about this room is exquisite, from the glass doors to the magnificent windows and angelic statues to the plaster frieze that runs around the ceiling and features engraved images which tell a war story. The white drawing room is next. I can assure you that this is no typical sitting room. The golden white splendor of this room astounds guests and leaves them wanting more. If you have an appreciation for fine art, you will find the drawing room to be a visual treat. This elegant suite features several breathtaking artifacts. Consider the grand piano, for example. The musically inclined Queen Victoria and her husband Prince Albert had pianos placed in all of their royal properties. Artist Francois Fleming created this stunning portrait of Queen Alexandra, which hangs above the mantel. The candelabras next to it and the white wall behind the artwork create an opulent scene. There is a vast collection of artworks from some of the world's greatest artists, including Leonardo da Vinci, on display at the Queen's Gallery. The Queen's Gallery was built from the rubble of the old chapel after it was bombed during World War II. The gallery features works on loan from the royal collection. This means that the Queen's Gallery is often updated with new displays of artifacts from the collection on rotation. All artworks owned by the Crown or members of the royal family are housed in the royal collection. You can find priceless artwork, classic furniture, rare documents, and much more in this room. On average, 450 pieces from the royal collection are on view in the Buckingham Palace Gallery at any one time. The gallery occasionally schedules special events throughout the year in which these works can be viewed by the public. These works of art are breathtaking in their beauty. It's easy to get disoriented amidst the massive collection of artworks from various eras. Last but not least, let's take a look at the Belgian Suite, one of the most important rooms in all of Buckingham Palace. The Belgian Suite at Buckingham Palace is reserved for the most important guests of the royal family. When hosting dignitaries, the monarch typically chooses to host them in the luxurious Belgian Suite. It's a large suite of rooms on the garden wing's first floor, facing north. The Belgian Suite has played host to a wide variety of VIPs, from presidents to visiting celebrities. Guests who are making their first visit to the suite are transported there via carriage. It is essential for the royal family to regularly host notable individuals from all walks of life and parts of the world in these special surroundings. Thanks for watching. We make new videos all the time covering the richest, most lavish, most prosperous people and places in the world. So remember to subscribe for more.